All right, and 5, 4, 3. Welcome to PeaceKeeper Reaction. My name is Nathan. Thank you for joining us. Very special episode today. We're being joined by Jesse Elliott from the band Netjer. Which is a very interesting project. Unfortunately, all the videos we have reacted to, some Netjer, they're gone now. They're lost to the ether. But we're making up for it now. So I'll bring you in, Jesse. Hello.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for joining us today. So I got to ask, Netjer is such a unique project. Now you're Vancouver based, or you're from Vancouver, born and bred?
Pretty much. Though the three of us have all of our different backgrounds. I believe Raven Rissy is from Calgary.
Oh, no way. Okay.
Yes. And David Deckard is German. And he's been here for 12 years. And so they've all moved out here, and I've been here.
Yeah. So you're the interesting thing about your project is you seem to blend a lot of influences from all over the place. It's quite neat. You're a throat singer. Now, I grew up on the west coast of Canada. I just found out about throat singing a few years ago with the Who, and Kibber's Pask has a little bit of that.
Amazing.
Yeah. So where did you find out about throat singing, and how did you start doing it?
Well, for me, it was sort of a journey from a while back, and I was really looking for something.
Yeah.
And then when I found the throat singing, I knew that that's what I wanted to do. And I first heard about it through a metaphysical store called Serendipities.
Okay.
In Steveston.
Yeah.
And they had some singing bowls and throat singing music from getting the other thing, Matthew Cosell.
Okay.
Throat singer. And he's local as well. And he does sort of like spiritual meditation throat singing music, really relaxing.
Yeah.
Calm. And I'm like, that's what I want to do with the throat singing.
Yes.
But then I discovered all of the other throat singing going on in the world. For example, in Central Asia, the Mongolians and the Tuvans, the Who, for example, they're all amazing throat singers. The skills that they have are like gargantuan compared to anything I've ever seen. So I try to emulate the techniques that they do.
Yeah. So where did you learn to do it? Did you just taught yourself? You learned how to work those muscles?
It was a bit of discovery. Yeah. There's a couple videos out there. There's a lot of, you just Google learn throat singing, and there's things like, you have to use your chest voice. You have to kind of get into this kind of range.
Yeah.
You're going to be like this and apply some pressure. And there's muscles in your throat that can push higher than normal, and they just squeeze, and like a balloon, if you squeeze the top of the balloon, it makes a sound.
Yeah.
More false chord activation, which is found in metal as well. So.
Yeah. A lot of those guttural growls from like people like Tatiana from Ginger or Amorphous and stuff. And so that's very neat. So you guys blend. It says here. Sorry, I wanted to read this exactly as it says, because you we've electronic dark folk. So what kind of, I know this is a kind of a hack question to ask people, but like, what did you grow up listening to? What were your influences?
Well, back in the, it depends on how far you want to go back. Music has always been a part of my life. Yeah. So whether it was my parents' records being the hippies and all that they were, moving into, 90s, getting all crazy. I sort of missed the early metal days. Yeah. I wasn't really a metalhead in the 80s. Once I got older, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm really into all of this metal and avenues of that. So I just tried to explore as much as possible. Yeah. So many independent things out there that are just wonderful to get into.
Yeah, when I first heard Netjer, I was kind of reminded of like another Vancouver-based artist, Skinny Puppy, who like also was very kind of blended genres and kind of experimental electronic music, you know. So Vancouver has a rich kind of music scene. It always has, really. I mean, going back to Dayglow Abortions and stuff like that. Lee's Palace, that's in Vancouver, isn't it? Lee's Palace, or no?
I think so. I'm kind of new to all these too.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm discovering so many great bands that are still around and still doing things. There's shows in the works with other artists around here, so we're really excited to get back, done with the pandemic.
Yes.
Keep going.
So are you doing live shows again? What's that like now after so long of solitude? Is it nice to go and shake some hands and kiss some babies?
Yes. It was absolutely amazing. And for me too, this last year, we did 3 festival appearances, all of the dark wave festivals. We did Verboten in Vancouver. We did Mechanismus in Seattle and Terminus in Calgary. And we were really grateful for getting that opportunity to just be there. And the side story with me is like, I've never been on stage before.
Oh, man.
I was never a musician before. I just knew that I needed to learn throat singing, and then I tried to get good, and then I found a band, and this is what's been going on.
Wow, that's so crazy. So being on stage is intimidating, having all those people, because you can fail. Like I've attempted some stand-up comedy before, and I bombed, and like I thought I'd never get over it. Like it's still like when I think about it, I cringe. I still remember those people looking at me. So it's very intimidating on stage, man. And especially doing something.
I drama as a background in high school.
Okay.
That was one thing. And musicals and everything like that.
Yeah.
So I enjoy that. That's really feeding my soul to be the center of attention. It kind of feeds my ego a little bit. And
that kind of fits into your whole like persona or like image. Like it is kind of like you're a character. Like you're kind of with the hood and the throat singing. It's sort of like you're from the past or something. Like, you know what I mean?
Credit Raven Rissy and David Deckard for setting the mood and the theme for him, Netjer.
Yeah.
She's all into the ancient, and him as well, all of the spiritual type of background. And I have my thing, and it's just really good to come together to do something different, but a little bit more dancey or dark wave. And the good news is we may be expanding with some other musicians soon too, perhaps a guitarist or maybe live drumming. So wow. Really exciting. That
would add a whole new dimension to that, like for the live shows especially. I mean, nothing beats a live drummer. Like I wish all bands had 2 drummers. I love drums. So you've got a new single out here. It's called, why don't you tell us about it actually instead of me?
No, this one is called Elemental Cry. And it's going to be on the new album that's coming out at the end of February. No, is it January? Yeah, the end of February.
Wow.
We have our new album, and it's going to be called The Song of Trees.
Okay.
And some of the songs are already out. We've already released 3 singles altogether. Void.
Yeah, I've heard. We did a reaction to it.
And Salt and Tears.
Yeah.
And we had a guest from Spain, and he did the didgeridoo.
Yes, I remember that. Yes.
And
you're kind of like, throat singing is kind of like a human form of didgeridoo, right?
In fact, with Salt and Tears, I was a little bit intimidated by the throat singing or the didgeridoo artist coming in, because that's a spiritual type of thing as well. With the
there's a large history with it. Yeah,
I was like, wait a minute, this is my territory. So I kind of wrote Salt and Tears like a monster, like a visualized, like Godzilla versus.
Wow, interesting.
In the video,
Godzilla versus Mecha Godzilla.
Yeah,
or Mothra.
After the sea, after the big battle,
Yes.
Lost but still alive. Yeah. So the Elemental Cry. Well, if you look at the whole album, it is a element base. So there's air, fire, water, earth, and void.
Wow.
Void is void. Salt and Tears is water. Elemental Cry is kind of the combination. So this video is about like a lost warriors being hunted down, and they're going to die. But the leader has to sing to inspire them to turn around and face their destiny.
All right.
Die.
Yeah.
So some of the lines in it that are sung by Raven Rissy is the air and the waves speak our name. Like, we will be remembered.
Yes.
All of the elements in this moment in time.
That is what music is all about, is being remembered and telling stories. And you were saying just before we started that you had a drama background, and what you were just talking about, it would make a great movie or play. Like, I'm very interested in this story, and that, you know, music is the motivator. Like, you know why they had drummers, like, in the battles of the Civil Wars, like, for a reason, you know, to get people pumped up. Or in Mad Max, when the guitar players are in the trucks. I don't know if you've seen that, the new Mad Max, but yeah, but like, that's why, like, nothing amps you up like music. So let's get into this. We're gonna watch the video for Elemental Cry, and we're already looking at the thumbnail, or the paused image here. This looks like beautiful British Columbia. I mean,
Lighthouse Park.
Yeah.
In North Van or West Van, and this is the traditional territories of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh First Nations.
Yes.
So there was an amazing video here. We had Joey Chaos doing the primary video recording, as well as, I'm forgetting all my names here. We also had a drone camera coming in from my work friend. And yeah, so we had a great time shooting this video. Yeah,
it's so nice how technology has made all this accessible. Like, when I was in film school, we wanted to do a shot of the Toronto skyline. We rented a helicopter. It cost us like $2,500 for a day to go and shoot a roll of B-reel, like, in a helicopter. It was fun or whatever. But nowadays, yeah, I have a drone too that shoots like 1080.
Yeah, right from your phone.
Yeah, yeah. It's amazing. So, excuse me. Let's check this out, and we'll talk on the other side. I'm very excited. This is Netjer, Elemental Cry on PeaceKeeper. Wow. Beautifully shot video. I mean, this is amazing. This looks so...
Yes.
This looks like paradise, this, where you guys are shooting. Sorry, where did you say that was again?
That's at Lighthouse Park in North Van.
Wow. So beautiful. And you have that beautiful drone shot coming in. You want to use that a couple of times. It looks so amazing. But apart from the beautiful background, the music is so interesting. See, I love this stuff because it is like these tribal drums. It's a natural thing for you to love and to it's like a heartbeat almost. Like it's like you guys are just updating something that's been around since like the first person banged, a pot or whatever, the first drum. It's so within us all. It's so,
You can thank Scott Fox from Ivard Sphere for that.
Oh, do you know him?
He produced the album.
Really? I love Ivard Spirit. I can't believe that you said that, because I've never get to talk about him with anybody, because he's a very underground dude, but he plays Calgary all the time, and I love that stuff. Oh wow, that's so interesting.
Yeah, so we did the skeleton. We would write the music and then hand it over to him.
Yeah,
he would make it so much better with all the drums.
Yes,
just the overall sounds that he can help out create for that.
Yeah, and it sounds it's so well produced, and I do love, like you said, it is this like ancient, but it's still something you can dance to, and I've Ardent Spirit does that too. I love that. So this was awesome. Raven Rissy is such a interesting front woman. She's got a lot going on. She's so interesting to watch. How did you hook up with her?
That was the same thing with the Facebook groups. People looking for other artists. Yep.
That's awesome. And people
just we had a lot of common friends in the scene. So
yeah. Wow. And so the other
right out of the pandemic, we met in 2020, right when we were all locked down.
Yeah.
And
really?
Time. Yeah. So we were passing back and forth our files and just able to create the skeleton.
Yeah.
And I think when it was a little bit of a break, we were able to squeeze in some recording.
Yeah.
With Jason from Actors.
Okay.
Yeah. He helped us recording our the audio that we did with our vocals.
Yeah.
Other instruments.
And so David, he's the synth player. I guess he's playing. You know what he needs? I don't know if this is a deep cut, but the like 1986 film He-Man, and where He-Man came to the future, and he had this like toy or whatever, this time traveling device. He needs one of those to play. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's sort of that's kind of like kind of what I think about when I think about music like this. It is like coming to the future, bringing stuff from the past that's always been around. Well,
speaking of which, if you saw in the video, he had a glove on his hand which was connected to the computer and the synthesizers.
Wait, so that actually has a function?
That. Yeah, when we play live and when we practice, it's motion censored.
What
stuff? Yeah,
you're blowing my mind here.
Yeah, like we have live videos. If you check out our YouTube channel, we have live videos.
Oh wow!
He's literally playing the staff, so it's all about his ideology of being able to bring it more physical, like around the campfire, without big keyboard or computer in your face or
wow. That's amazing. It's like the Power Glove for Nintendo. Yes, you remember that?
Yes. Yeah, we got quite the team. It's really cool.
Yeah. So are you guys playing shows? I thought that since you guys are so unique, is it hard to get on a bill with? Is there other bands doing this that you have fellow bands?
It's a little tough. Yeah, it's a little tough to fit.
Yeah.
Because we're kind of taking a little bit of sound and a little bit of things from different things. So we're finding that the industrial dark wave scene has been totally welcoming.
Yes.
They've opened up their arms to us.
For sure.
They love us.
Yeah.
And they're treating us really well. But also, we're going to be sharing the stage with some metal bands in the future as well.
Yeah, I see. I can. That all fits in my head. If I went and saw like like a Nightwish show and you guys were opening, that would totally make sense. Even like 9 Inch Nails or something like I could totally see that. I love like the industrial music. Like that was my favorite thing growing up. Skinny Puppy, Ogre, stuff like that. So I love this. This fits right into my wheelhouse. So that's so awesome. So where can people go to find out more about Netjer?
Everything you can find at our website is www.netjerband, H-E-M, Netjer, Netjer, .band. Yeah, and you'll find our links to YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Bandcamp.
Wow. Everything, hey? You guys take advantage of the internet because that's how you guys met, and that's so interesting that the internet has really made the world smaller, in a good way and a bad way because they can just erase you,
I know. I feel that way,
man. So awesome. So we're gonna check out this next video. We're gonna check out is something different. So stay tuned for that. So for Nightmares, I'm Nathan. Play safe. Oh, do you know it? I can put my arm back on. You cannot.
That was then, and this is now. All ladies in the house say out. Zip the dude off, zip the day. Let me tell you what I hear most people say. I'm not on Quaalude, on a hallucinogen. Never ran, never will, never gone, never went. You're just a squirrel trying to get a nut. Looking sexy, sexy with that big old butt. For my mother, just I guess you would say I'm the champ. Like your mother went to jail for selling fake food stamps. I'm the original man with the material. I eat Captain Crunch or Fruit Loop cereal. Saw this freak in the middle of the smog. I used to live in